Hello. Today we are doing lesson 11.6 in our math book. So if you're on this page, 655, this will look familiar. You can work on it with me if you want to open it up at the same time. So today, and I hope things have been going well with this topic. Oops. Please let me know if you're having any trouble with it. It's really, really great if you practice counting by tens. Why don't we start by counting by tens? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I was chatting with Jacqueline the other day and she did a fabulous job counting by tens. And I bet all of you can too. Maybe when we chat, you can practice and count to me too. I'd love to hear it. So today is counting using patterns to 100. And I know we've been looking in our hundreds chart and we've been noticing that if the single digits, so the one where there's just one up at the top here, that makes a difference as to what all the ones below it have. So if this is a 1, then all the ones in the column will all end with a 1. We'll all have 1, 1, right? And all the ones where the 2 is will all have 2 ones in them. All the ones below the 3 will all have 3 ones, and so on, right? There are so many different things that you can recognize when you're counting in the hundreds to help you figure out what number comes next. Okay, so today on this first page it says that Carlos looks at the chart. He knows that 21 comes just after 20. Draw a circle around the numbers that come just after each decade number. How do you know you're correct? So remember, the decade numbers are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Those are the decade numbers. They go up by tens, and a decade is 10. Like 10 years, your decade, that's 10 years. Okay, so these are decade numbers. They go up by tens. So the number that comes right after the decade number, so if we have 10, is the number that comes right below it, or is it starting a new line? It's starting the new line. So the number that comes right after the decade number 10 would be 11. Then the number that comes after the decade number 20, good job, 21. What number comes after the decade number 30? 31, nice job. What number comes after the decade number 40? 41, nice job. What number comes after the decade number 50? 51, nice work. How about 60? 61, that's what's next. How about 70? 71. How about 80? 81. How about 90? 91. So how do you know that 11 comes right after 10? Tell me, what do you think? How do you know that? Those are all good thoughts. I'm going to share some of my thoughts, and maybe they're the same as yours. So you know that 11 comes right after 10 because once you finish with this line, you start over a new one, and that's where you go. You go to the next line, and then you go all the way to the end, just like when you're reading. You read, and then you go and start a next line, and then the next line, and right? So you're not going to start here and then go down this way, right? You're going to start, and then you're going to go to the next line. So when you get all the way to the end, you know the next number is the number that starts the next row, right? Another way to look at it is you know that this is one group of 10 and 0 ones. So the number that comes right after it is going to be one group of 10 and 1 1. It has one more. So it has one more. The tens doesn't change at this point, right? So here there's two groups of 10 and 0 ones. There's 0 ones. So 1 more than that would be the 1 ones, right? So we know that's the end of that. Nice job with that. Our next page. Ooh. So they're asking you to fill in the missing numbers in these, okay? And using the patterns that you know to help you fill it in. And I think that's something that you can do, okay? So if you know, especially in this first row, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, what would be the missing numbers? 7, you know what comes next. 8 and 9, right? Nice job. And then these kind of show you already, right? They're kind of giving you some practice. And then if you look right here, this whole column is empty. So how would we figure out, I know they show you, but how would we figure out what comes after 4? That one is easy. You know what comes after 4, right? It's 5. But then how would we figure out what goes under 5? You know it's going to end with a 5, won't it? But it's going to have one group of 10 in front of it. And the next one's going to have end with a 5, right? Except here there's 0 groups of 10, 1 group of 10, and here's going to be 2 groups of 10. So it becomes 5, 15, 25. Nice job. So the same thing, I'm not going to go and do all of these, but I want you to think about it. And what I like to do for these is I like to actually write them in and then find the 3 numbers that match the numbers that I write in. It makes it a little easier. So let me give you an example. The 3 numbers I would write in right here. Let's read. Sometimes it helps to start reading from the beginning of the row. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 60, 6, 67, and you notice you can check these all end in 7s, and 68. And these all end in 8s, right? So the 3 numbers that would match would be 66, 67, 68. So 66, does that say 67? Nope. Does that say 68? Nope. So that's not the right 3. 67, 68, 69. That's not the 3 we wrote, right? Did we write 66, 67, 68? Yes, we did. So then you could circle those because those are the 3 you wrote in. So you want to find the group that shows the 3 that you wrote in and circle it. So I always like to write it first, and it helps me check off which ones it would be, right? Or if you don't know which one it could be, you could test these out. Test the 3 numbers out here. Okay, so if you're going down here, if you know this is 42, what number comes right before it? 1 less, then 42 is 41, right? So if this is 41, 10 more than that, 51, 10 more than that would be 61. I know you can do this. This one is a little trickier today. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I would love to help you. I'm going to post another video too to kind of get you thinking about it a little more. Have a great day and good luck.